Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with the beautiful Karina, my lovely Prometida. We're waiting for our welcome letter from the National Visa Center. Our NOA 1 letter is dated April 18th, 2022, and our NOA 2 letter is dated May 30th, 2023. So we're in the same boat as you, rowing down to Rio, waiting for our NVC welcome letter. Karina is from Caracas, Venezuela, but she is a legal resident of Bogota, Colombia. And I live in the Panhandle of Florida, near Pensacola, north of Navarre Beach. And we're going to get married on Navarre Beach. Captain Bill is our wedding officiant. We don't know the day yet because we don't have the visa yet. But we got plans already laid out for our wedding on the beach. Now, lots of people are asking me questions. Well, I got my welcome letter. I don't have an invoice number. I got a case number. I don't have an invoice number. What do I do? Diego, help me. Come on along. Watch this video. I will unconfuse you. What happens to you when you get to the NVC? Okay, now the NVC process consists of 3 steps. Okay, just imagine you're walking up the steps to get your visa right at the top of the ivory tower. Right now you're on this step right here, okay? So the NVC process consists of 3 steps. Step number 1, you got a welcome letter. Your K1 visa package is at the NVC, which means it's at the National Visa Center, which means it's in New Hampshire, okay? Now, what this means basically is that the NVC is processing your case now, not USCIS. USCIS have washed their hands of it. Now it's in control of the National Visa Center, okay? You're going to get instructions in a welcome letter during this stage telling you that the NVC basically have received your case, okay? Now most of the instructions that you get in the welcome letter for a K1 visa are irrelevant. They got nothing to do with your case, okay? So you can ignore most of all that stuff, okay? No action is required by you, Mr. Sponsor, Ms. Sponsor, or your petition, or your beneficiary, okay? Basically, the NVC get your visa package, they assign it a case number, and then they check with the embassy to see if they're busy, and if they're not busy, they're going to mail it to the embassy, okay? So most of you guys won't even, get to see this step, okay? Since you only get the case number when the NVC have basically shipped your package off to the embassy, okay? And then you're going to get a status that says in transit. So step number 2, in transit. Step number 1, at the NVC. Step number 2, in transit. Now your case is being mailed via DHL courier service to the embassy or the consulate, and no action is required right now, okay? So you got a case number, you got a welcome letter, but you don't do anything at this point. Step number 3, ready status. Now you get a ready status in your SIAC account. Once your K1 visa package or your case is listed as ready, you can then, that's when you get the invoice number from the embassy. Okay, you get a case number probably from the NVC with the welcome letter. Alright, because that's when they create a case number. But you can't do anything until you get ready status. When you get ready status, that's when you get assigned the invoice number, which pairs up with the case number. Okay? Then you can schedule your interview online. You can pay your visa fee. You can, fill out the DS-160. Okay? And the process is different from embassy to embassy. So number 1, you get the NVC welcome letter with a bunch of instructions. Most of that stuff is irrelevant to you. Number 2, in transit. You get a status in transit. The NVC's mailing your package to the embassy. Number 3, you get the ready status, and then you can do all the stuff that you're supposed to do to schedule your visa interview, because that's when you're going to get the invoice number. Okay? You're not going to get an invoice number till you get a ready status, which means the NVC is not going to allow you to schedule a visa interview till the embassy can take you as an applicant. All right? Okay, guys. So I hope that clears up your confusion and unconfuses you. Don't forget, I do a live stream, YouTube live stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 7 p.m. where you can join us live and ask me all the questions you want. Okay? I'm not an immigration attorney. I don't work for the embassy. I don't work for the State Department. I don't work for USCIS. Okay? I just don't give any legal advice. Zero. But I've been through this process twice, 2 K-1 visas and a spousal visa. Okay? I know what I'm doing. I know how the process works, and I'm going to give you all this information for free. I'm going to save you thousands of dollars in immigration attorney fees, and I'm going to save you headaches from RFEs. Just join us on the channel and be patient during this K-1 visa process. You got to be patient, guys. If you're not patient, you're going to get a headache, and that's not good. All right? Very soon, your beneficiary will have her K-1 visa, K-2 visa in her passport, flying on an airplane to the United States of America. So you guys can get married and start your lives and have a family and do whatever you want to do here in the United States. See you at the live stream.
I'll be back.